Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I am back today to share some final thoughts on my Q4 capsule wardrobe from 2022. I'm filming this on the 29th of December and I want to say that not a lot is going to change in 2 days, but it might. I'm going to talk about some things that really worked for me with this capsule, some things that didn't work as much, some things I've just been reflecting on, and also some pieces I haven't worn. Now, I'm not going to get into a lot of detail on what I have worn and what I haven't worn in this video. Instead, if everything goes according to plan, I will share a tracking spreadsheet with you tomorrow where I've tracked every single outfit, every single day of the last 3 months of 2022. I am maybe not going to share the actual spreadsheet because that's kind of boring to look at, but I will share with you my most worn and least worn clothing from this capsule. Now I want to start off with just reflecting a little bit on the last 3 months of 2022, what happened, what went down. I started wearing my Q4 capsule right before we moved to our house. We got the keys on the last day of September and we moved on October 4th, which was a Tuesday, I believe. And so most things had to be packed away for that. Like, I'd packed away everything that wasn't part of my capsule, and I also actually packed away most of what was going to be my capsule in the days leading up to the move. I picked out what I was going to wear for the 4 days of October before I had access to everything, or before we'd moved and I could unpack, and that meant that I picked something I was really excited to wear, which was my mustard pants, green sweater, and this white button down, as well as the other white button down with embellishments on the collar and the grey vest, the grey knit vest. And I looked real damn good, but it was way too warm. It was way too warm, and especially for, you know, running around doing last minute things or pointing to the movers where to put things and start unpacking boxes and stuff. It was warm. It was very warm. But overall, the capsule has worked really well for me. I have enjoyed, I'm looking at it because it's behind the camera. I have enjoyed most of the things I've put in it, almost everything, with a few exceptions. And I put together one outfit that was really uncomfortable. I have a white short sleeved shirt that has like lace panels at the front, or sort of lace panels. And I wore that under the knit vest for like 20 minutes. And then I had to take the vest off, even though that made me cold, because the way, like the sensation of the lace rubbing against my skin was just awful and I couldn't do it. But overall, I've been really happy with this capsule. I haven't been cold, despite it being minus 20 degrees Celsius for a bit there. It was way too cold, but I wasn't cold. It worked out well. With that being said, I don't spend a huge amount of time outside if I can help it, but I do still commute by train, and so I've still walked to the train or from the train, or sometimes both, sometimes neither, and you know, had to deal with the weather a bit, but I haven't been cold and I've quite enjoyed it. On top of that, we've also had 2 housewarming things in this quarter. We had one with friends and then we had one with family, and then on top of that it was also Christmas. So reasons to get a bit dressed up, I guess. I am happy with what I wore. I wore red on Christmas. I wore my red blazer and this shirt and the blue skirt, and I looked amazing. But it does mean that I didn't wear the Christmas dress on Christmas, and maybe I'll talk more about that at a different time. I will also say that I broke a rule for this capsule twice over the last 3 months, but is there a loophole if I say that none of the things are ordinarily in my wardrobe anyway? The first thing was that we had a funeral to attend. My husband's granddad passed away and we had a funeral in mid-November. Now, I had a dress that I could wear. I have a black dress, not this one, but a black one with checkered print on it. I'll put a picture up on the screen right here. And I do also have a black cardigan, or I did have a black cardigan in this capsule. However, that did not feel proper enough. It just didn't feel dressy enough. It didn't feel put together enough. And so I asked our co-house owner if she had any black cardigans, and I borrowed one from her. So I guess that was me breaking the rule, but I didn't purchase anything new, and it was for a special occasion. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm glad I borrowed that so I could feel better dressed for the funeral. The second thing is that on December 13th, we in Sweden celebrate something called Lucia, where mostly it's school children and they dress up in white long dresses with like red sashes or glitter sashes, and there's fire crowns or candle crowns and handheld candles. It has evolved over the years, so now there are also Santas and there are people dressed as gingerbread people, and it's all fun and good. And they go around singing Christmas songs, and it's always on the 13th of December, and it's a whole thing. And I haven't participated in one of these since, I don't know, was I 12 at most, I think. And it's just not really been something that I've seen. I mean, they're on TV and stuff, but I haven't physically, personally witnessed one for a long time. And with the past 2 years being full-on pandemic mode as well, didn't really happen. But people at my job dressed up and went around singing, and that was really lovely. And it's not uncommon that people just put some glitter in their hair or, you know, do a little bit of something in preparation, like for Lucia. That's just really fun. And I own this, which I made, crutches not included this time around, which was lovely. I made this back in 2016, where I'd worked the past 4 Christmases. It was going to be my last Christmas that I was working. I worked in an ER where I didn't have to be in scrubs because I work in admin, and we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve here in Sweden. And it was just a case of like, it's my last time working Christmas as far as I knew or know. No one really wants to be in the ER on Christmas Eve when they're like either being sick, being there for someone who is sick, or even working. Like you kind of want to be home celebrating with your family for the most part. And so I made this, and it's my Christmas tree outfit, and it's beautiful, and I wore that on Lucia, which resulted in me being dragged into the caroling for lack of a better word, and the Santas were dancing around me and I got real dizzy, and it was really fun. So yeah, I broke the rule of what was in my capsule, but it was just really fun to bust this out again, and it made a lot of people's day. A lot of people were really happy to see me in that, and really impressed that I'd made it and that I had the guts to wear it, and I'm like, it's just a fun thing. So I broke the rule twice. I don't regret either time. Now, speaking of regrets, and I said I didn't have any for breaking the rule for the low buy, but I do have one regret, and I'm going to share that with you right now, and that is this dress. And I like how I'm putting up pictures of some things and holding up other things, but there wasn't enough space to put all the things I wanted to talk about around me, so here we are. This dress I haven't worn in over a year because the strap broke. I've talked about this. I also have a little intro bit filmed as part of my mending series where I was going to mend this, and I talked about how it was broken. I haven't fixed it. I bought the things I need to fix it pre-move, like summer at the latest, and I just haven't gotten around to it, even though I don't think it's going to be that big of a project. I think it's blow it out of proportion in my mind. So I haven't fixed this, and so I haven't worn it, and that is very, very sad. I'm hoping I'll get around to fixing it soon because I do want to wear it, and I hope it still fits and all that. It's a really nice dress. It's nothing super fancy, but it's pink and it's floral, and I just like it. I can dress it up or down, and I just wanted to wear it, but I did not. Opposite to that though, a thing I wore and wish I hadn't, sort of, is this dress. I put this in my capsule, and I talked about it in my putting my Q4 capsule together video, that I wasn't sure about this dress because conceptually looking at it, I do like it, but there is something about it whenever I wear it that makes me feel quite uncomfortable. Partly it's because if I close the collar in the back, the collar just sits really weird, doesn't fall right, and that annoys me whenever I see it in the mirror. It is also too narrow for some reason over the shoulders, and so it just rides up and it creates a weird shape like that. But I think the biggest problem with it is its material. I have been working on getting away from polyester and other non-organic materials. Polyester basically for me just really static in the winter climate, but also it smells. I start smelling within half a day, and it makes me feel very uncomfortable. And I know when I got this secondhand a year or two ago, I was debating it because it was so, I conceptually liked it so much. I like the color, I like the flowers, it's all good, I like the shape. But I remember being close to almost sending it back because it was an online thrifting thing because of the material. And I decided to give it a go, and I've now given it plenty of goes and it just doesn't go. So this will be leaving my wardrobe in 2023. I will be donating it because I don't think I can make anything new out of this that I would wear that wouldn't smell, that wouldn't have all the problems that this already has. So that's a thing. Another thing I haven't worn yet, and again, I'm going to talk more in the video tomorrow about what I did and didn't end up wearing, but as of me filming this on the 29th, I have not yet worn this skirt, which is a shame because I think it's a really pretty skirt, but I think maybe it was just a little bit too dressy for what I've been getting up to. She says, after having said that she had 2 housewarming parties and also Christmas, but I don't know. I think it was just a little bit too fancy, and also I don't know what to wear with this. I have one idea, and I'm intending to try it out tomorrow, the 30th, or New Year's. We are not doing anything special on New Year's. It's just gonna be me and my husband cat sitting at home. But you know, I maybe want to get dressed up a little bit, or I want to wear pajamas. I'll leave it open. But I have one idea for this skirt, and I guess you'll just have to tune in to the video tomorrow to see if I end up wearing it or not, because right now it's on a 0 wear thing for the 3 months. This is, however, something I do want to keep as opposed to the dress I showed you before, because I do like it. I do think this could work, hopefully. Maybe. I just gotta figure out how to make it work. Now moving on into some more optimistic things, I have a new favorite outfit, and this outfit just came around in the last month, I think, or late November possibly. And that is actually what I'm wearing today. It is this oversized white shirt with an embellished collar, and then this long flowy black and white midi dress. I'll show some better footage of it. It's just so comfortable, and the collared shirt really added a level of feeling dressed up in it as well. And I don't know, it's just been a lot of fun. Other than that, I don't think I've really come up with many new outfits that I really enjoyed. I did really like my Christmas outfit, which again was my red blazer, this shirt, and the blue, white and red checkered skirt that I have. But if you want to see more of what kind of outfits I've worn this season, check out this video, because this is my Q1 outfits, favorite outfits wrap up thing, and many of the clothes in that video were also in this capsule. Lastly, I feel like I can't wrap this video up without talking about this dress. This dress, as predicted, maybe, ended up in all 4 capsules of this year. I have worn this for all 4 seasons of this year. It's been so nice and comfortable, and I've mostly worn it the same way, with a little pink knit short sleeve top, which is the same pink as the majority of it, accidentally, because I bought them very separate from one another, but mostly I've worn it like that. I have also worn it without that, just the dress alone, in the high peak of summer when it was too warm to do anything and wear anything if it could be avoided. And I've also worn this with the oversized white shirt that I wore in summertime, which is more of like a cotton or cotton linen blend than this one. This is just cotton and has a different feel to it. I don't remember if I've worn these two together. I might have. Either way, 4 capsules. It was in my capsule wardrobe for 365 days, and it got worn so much, so much. I have only tracked how much I've worn it October through December, so I don't know how many times I put it on earlier in the year, but either way, so happy with this dress. But I think that's all I have for this video. Like I've mentioned, there's going to be a what I wore, how much I wore everything, tracking that kind of stats video going up tomorrow. And I might also make, in a few weeks, a month, I don't know, do a like I wore capsule wardrobes for a year, here are my thoughts kind of video. So if you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!